how to get them help. Because, everybody wants
difficult,
help.
yeah.
It's just hard.
Yeah.
And it's hard to admit. And it's hard to take that first step.
Well, I want to say that congratulations to you first and foremost.
Thank you so
were
much.
brave enough for realizing that you definitely need to go to rehab, and that you've actually survived a year in rehab, and it will be a year of sobriety for you come the 24th of March. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Keep on doing this. Keep on educating the youth out there when it comes to drug abuse. And remember, you're doing this not only for yourself, but also for your son and for your family.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you've had it, Thelma narrating her drug abuse story. She's come from being a victim to being a drug abuser to being a survivor at the end of the day. She's been sober for a year and she's so excited to continue her journey. We say no to drug abuse, and this is Against All Odds. Back again next time with another exciting story that will inspire you. My name is Rachel Munyeheli.
EcoCash gives you more. EcoCash points are our way of saying thank you for being a loyal customer. You earn points every time you use EcoCash to send money, make payments, buy airtime, or cash out. These points accumulate and can be redeemed for voice airtime, data, or SMS. You can start redeeming your points once you reach 100 points, and redemption is in multiples of hundreds. To redeem or check points balance, dial *151 *7 hash today. Terms and conditions apply. EcoCash gives you more.
Pick Pink and help TM Pick and Pay support breast cancer awareness. This time check is brought to you by TM Pick and Pay.
Hello, it's a very good evening. We are live from our Pocket Hill Studios in Highlands, Harare. I am Yvonne Mokondan with Noble Maungo on the Sign Language Desk. This is Sunday edition.
Indeed, it is a beautiful evening. I'm Liam Bernard with Dora Ngube, who will join us much later from our Montrose studios. These are our leading stories tonight.
The body of national hero Comrade Jason Chirinda now in Harare ahead of burial this Monday.
And now 2 ZRP officers arrested for allegedly receiving bribes from motorists.
And body enhancement products take the world by storm.
And now more on this coming up in our This and That feature.
And in Sport Buzz, Zimbabwe National Rugby in Dubai ahead of their test match against the United Arab Emirates on Tuesday.
Those are leading stories, but we start off with the main news. In our first report tonight, empowerment champion First Lady Dr. Auxillia Mnangagwa on Saturday held a first of its kind traditional themed Bush Under the Stars dinner for aspiring business women, Yvonne, and those who are accomplished from all the country's 10 provinces, providing them with a platform to network and share ideas.
Let's get the details to that report.
The importance of women as the backbone of society and driving force behind the nation's economic development came under the spotlight at the first of its kind Mystery Bush and Under the Stars dinner hosted by First Lady Dr. Auxillia Mnangagwa. The initiative brought together business women from various sectors of the economy drawn from all the country's provinces. The event was attended by women from sectors which include mining, construction, media, banking, legal, manufacturing, and the SMEs. During the meeting, it was revealed that it's now time for women to reclaim their space in the economic sector, for them to become key contributors to their families' livelihoods and to the country's economic development. The businesswomen, inspired by Dr. Mnangagwa's all-embracing nature and hard work, expressed their eagerness to be mentored and to tap from each other's experience at a get-together dinner that resonated with the spirit of empowerment, collaboration, and the commitment to uplift one another. The event, which was meant for women to share business ideas, brought to life the adage that says, "Iron sharpens iron," after women took turns to speak passionately about the need to complement each other as women, working together and do great exploits. It was oversubscribed, with women from all business sectors, including those at the grassroots. The women were treated to traditional dishes made from locally produced ingredients. The host, Dr. Mnangagwa, who has a passion for the upliftment and empowerment of women, rallied them not only to be involved in small projects, but to delve into bigger projects that determine the economy.
It is time for us to rise, to reclaim our space, and to unleash our potential. For long, we have sought inclusion in establishments and institutions created by our male counterparts, but now it is time for us to create our own space as women. Women are predominantly part of the superstructure business-wise and only embark on surface projects, but today we are delving deeper into the base, those projects that determine the economy. By sharing our resources, knowledge, and expertise, we can bring about innovative solutions and sustainable practices that contribute not only to our businesses, but also to the economic growth of Zimbabwe. Let us collaborate on projects that nurture our creativity, harness our strengths, and lead us to success.
The First Lady, who implored women to uphold the spirit of resilience, also urged women to believe in themselves and to work as a united front.
Mudzimai, believe in yourself. Usarega mumwe munhu achikudhonzera pasi. Inguva nespace sometimes yatinoshaya. And we want to use zvipo zvatinazvo. Hatina kuya kuzongotandara. Tine zvatinoita take home. And izvozvo ndozvichaita kuti tive madzimai akabatana achironga zvinobuda.
The Minister of Tourism and Hospitality Industry, Honorable Barbara Rodzi, also gave wise counsel to the women.
Maya vanangozoti ndongogumira muphilanthropy ndosaka nasi muri pano ko vanoita business madzimai ari kupi ivo vanoita business avo vanombowanawo here kuti timbotaurirani tangouya kuzongokurukura kuti while least we are doing business.
Evangelist Nelly Gwatidzo gave a moving testimony about how Amai encouraged her to rise and be an empowered woman when her husband was bedridden. She went on to implore the women to be enterprising and to be disciplined.
Amai vari kuti mukadzi ngati kana atanga business ngave nediscipline. Business rinoda discipline. Mukadzi anoshanda harambike zvekumhanya. Usaite wardrobe yekuti ikasapushwa kubva January to December haifambi yoga. Be an asset in your marriage. Be an asset to your children. Be an asset to your relatives. Ngavazive kuti kana maichipo vasipo rufa harufambi zvakanaka. Kuti tidye nyama pano, mukadzi waBernard anofanira kunge ari pano.
The event was also highly interactive, with the women freely letting out their minds on projects they wish to embark on.
Zimbabweans madzimai tikabatana toita stock feed production inenge iri locally made isina vamwe vanhu vekunze vari kutibatsira tinogona kuenda kure.
Ndiri mumwe wemadzimai akawaniswa mukana wekuenda kuBelarus. Pane vamwe vasikana vatakaenda navo vari pakati pedu. Mukufamba kwatakaita takanoona kuti ikoko kune yavanoti Women Union of Belarus. Saka isu tanga tichiti sezvishuviro zvine madzimai akawanda ari pakati pedu, hataigonawo here kufoma a Women Business Union of Zimbabwe.
Several business ideas were proposed. However, the women reached a consensus to start with 4 of the proposed projects. They also formed a women business union, a subscription-based one, which is meant to formalize their businesses. The union also comprises a board. Women from various sectors of the economy expressed gratitude to Amai Mnangagwa for the first of its kind initiative, saying the momentous occasion is a testament of the ingenuity of the First Lady.
Ndabva kubhindura ndokwandinoshandira tanga tiita mabhizinesi edu tichiita zvinhu zvidiki but nhasi taswera naamai Dr. Kusiria Mnangagwa tikawanirwa nyasha tikadzidziswa maprojects tikawana zvekubatisa zvekuti patiri kudzokera takutonodzisava tasiyawo kumba kuti mukaungana mukaita zvikwata munogona kuita mabhizinesi anobudirira.
Tazoita sungano yekuti tiite zvinhu zvinobatika semadzimai, zvinhu zvinosimudza ikonomi yedu, zvinhu zvinobatsira mhuri dzedu, zvinhu zvinobatsira macommunities edu kwatiri kubva kumaprovinces.
We are so grateful for this opportunity. For me, it's the first time I've ever attended something like this, freely giving my ideas and my ideas being taken into consideration, and I'm very sure we are going to go far. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
It has been quite impactful for women in business. It's good to know that there's so many women that are of a like mind, who are interested in the development not only of other women or of themselves, but also of the nation. So it's great to have opportunities such as this that we have been given by Amai.
The event was punctuated with music and dance. Let Msanyera, ZBC News.
A first of its kind for sure. Empower women, you have empowered a nation. And our President Emerson Mnangagwa will this Monday preside over the burial of the national hero, Comrade Jason Chirinda, who died last week.
The body of the late national hero, Comrade Jason William Cheshira Chirinda, was airlifted to Harare, accompanied by his wife and close relatives ahead of burial on Monday. It was seen off by ZANU-PF Politburo member Comrade Kenneth Musani and Machel Central provincial members of the ruling party. War veterans and ZANU-PF officials paid their respects to Comrade Jason Chirinda, commending him for his unwavering patriotism.
Chipoko chamunhu akarwa ndokubvira ku1966 kusazoona 1972 charwa wele munhu zvakanaka naye kusvikira muno muZimbabwe.
Ndinonzwa kubatikana chose nokurasikirwa kwataitwa nomwe wedu Comrade Chirinda. Comrade Chirinda murwi worusununguko nhoroondo yake yakarebesa chose.
Comrade vatisiya panapa munhu wanga ndichishanda naye muBhindura district. Ndarasikirwa kana kuti tarasikirwa seBhindura zvakanyanya. Ndo vanhu vataiti kana pazvinhu zvarema zvanetsa ndo vatinotarisa votipa maadvice.
The late national hero will be laid to rest this Monday at the National Heroes Acre in Harare.
The body of the late national hero Comrade Jason Chirinda arrived at Charles Gumbo Barracks this Sunday from his rural home in Matepatepa, Mashonaland Central Province. The body will lie in state at Charles Gumbo Barracks ahead of burial at the National Shrine this Monday. National Archives of Zimbabwe Director Ms. Brenda Mamvura confirmed that it is all systems go for the burial of the Liberation War stalwart.
Comrade Chirinda vacharara pano pa1 commando muzivara nhasi paCharles Gumbo Barracks in preparation yeburial mangwana. Burial yedu isha presided over by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa. Tichasumuka pano na 10 to 9, tichienda ku National Heroes Acre.
Comrade Cheshira joined the liberation struggle in 1965 and went to Tanzania for military training at 3 Leaves Brigade. He later went to China for further military training. When he returned from China, he and others were tasked for what became the first military operations against the Rhodesian forces in Sinoia. He was later arrested for his active participation in politics and put in prison together with renowned revolutionaries, including Comrade Emerson Mnangagwa, Comrade Victor Mlambo, Comrade Lloyd Gunda, Comrade William Ndangana, Comrade Yebet Samba, Comrade Dzangas Dube, and Comrade Benjamin Mahaka.
Now, the church says it remains committed to praying for peace and unity in the country, supporting developmental programs spearheaded by government to ensure improved livelihoods in communities.
Thousands of congregants from the Zion Christian Church across the African region gathered at Mbungo Estates in Masvingo for their annual Ungano celebrations. The event, which started last week, was an opportunity for them to pray for the nation and the reigns. ZANU-PF Secretary General Dr. Obet Mpofu, who was representing President Emerson Mnangagwa, commended the church for complementing government efforts.
We must experience a successful rainy season to become a fully sovereign nation in line with the Vision 2030 of becoming an upper middle income economy. I would like to commend Zion Christian Church, ZCC, for its significant contributions to agriculture.
Zion Christian Church leader Bishop Nehemiah Mtendi said the church has an important role to play in ensuring peace and unity among citizens.
Takamira pano kuchipisa lumbisa mvureni yedu nokuti mvura hakuna ndo yatinokumbira mvura iyoyo kuti tichinda kumisha dzedu tinotanga kuparidzira simbe kuti nayo inde kundorima indogadzirirawo pfupfudza.
The event was attended by various church leaders, government representatives and traditional leaders who concurred on the importance of working together for development of communities.
Kama uripo pakati pesangano reZion Christian Church, hurumende nemusangano weZANU-PF, ukama hwakasimba, ukama hunosimudzira nyika yedu, takatarisa zvikamu zvakaiswa nehurumende kuti zvive zvichisimudzira upenyu hwevanhu.
Sitemba inkoseza kupatisa baba ngomsebenzi wakhona lo wenzayo. Alutshwana ama-church enza njalo phakathi kwabantu abaningi baphelela khonapho ichurch.
Vatenderi vezvitendero zvose zvakatangira muno munyika yedu yeZimbabwe zvese tiri pano muzuva rimwe chete tichinamata kuna Mwari akatisika akatipa nyika yedu yeZimbabwe kuti ive nyika inotichengeta isu tisi vavaki venyika yedu tisi vanamati vanonamatira nyika yedu yeZimbabwe.
The event also saw Bishop Mtendi presiding over a wedding ceremony for a number of couples. The Zion Christian Church is among churches running a number of programs in the agriculture, education and tourism sectors. Ms. Martina, ZBC News, Masvingo.
Educationists have amplified the call for the removal of sanctions against Zimbabwe, which have had far-reaching effects on the growth of the sector.
The decades-long economic sanctions on Zimbabwe have had an adverse impact on the country's development trajectory, with the education sector being no exception. Maintenance of schools' infrastructure, adoption of new technologies, and attracting as well as retaining qualified staff has been a challenge.
Also decimated importation of some educational equipment that we can use, such as projectors, such as smart televisions that are coming, thereby hindering the Education 5.0 that has been elucidated by the minister. Coming of sanctions in Zimbabwe is also hindering infrastructural development, because most of the things, they are being imported.
Sanctions have led to a decline in economic stability, which directly affects funding for education institutions. We have also suffered a withdrawal of international aid. We used to have expatriate teachers, but that facility has since been withdrawn. And also the programs that used to support teacher training and infrastructure development has also been curtailed and resulting in overcrowded in classrooms.
As they amplify their voices, educationists are fully behind the President's e-petition against the illegal sanctions and are backing countermeasures.
As a sector, we are very proud about the petition of the President, but also we in the education sector, we should also find ways and means to circumnavigate tenaciously to these problems, trying to nip them in the bud.
That is a positive move towards our economic growth. And as educationists, we greatly support the President's initiative to target 1 million signatures.
President Mnangagwa launched the e-petition against sanctions on the 25th of October to amplify the call for the removal of the economic embargoes against the country. Wellington Makonese, ZBC News, Harare.
2 Zimbabwe Republic police officers have been arrested following a viral social media video in which they were allegedly recorded receiving bribes from pirate taxis and unregistered public service vehicles at the Mabuku turnoff along the Harare-Mutare Road.
In a video circulating on social media, the duo is seen stopping motorists, but instead of checking the vehicles, they take their time to greet every driver. In the video, a male voice is heard saying, open quotes, it's Saturday 2 November at Mabuku turnoff, and the police officers are taking man from Shikashika, close quotes. The video has since set the social media ablaze with the people questioning the behavior of the duo, whose role is to ensure sanity on the country's roads. Following wide circulation of the video, the ZRP confirmed the arrest of the 2 suspects, who were identified as Sergeant Chifamba and Constable Gundra. In a statement, the ZRP added the duo are also facing both disciplinary and criminal charges, saying the Commissioner General of Police does not condone corruption by any police officer and will ensure that the law takes its course without fear or favor. The latest video has gone viral at a time when the nation is witnessing a surge in road traffic accidents, with the public calling the ZRP to tighten screws on unscrupulous drivers. Peter Chivima, ZBC News, Harare.
The Second Republic's commitment to digital transformation continues to score major milestones amid revelations that most key government and quasi-government departments have digitalized their operations.
The Ministry of Information, Communication Technology, Postal and Courier Services and its partners this week took its Digitalized Zimbabwe Expo campaign to the border town of Beitbridge, where various departments showcased milestones achieved after adoption of digital technology in operations. With entities like Zim Borders, Immigration and Zimra mandated with clearing more than 12,000 people at the Beitbridge border post on a daily basis, the adoption of digital technology has enhanced efficiency.
If a vehicle approaches the entrance, as you can see on the video, we've got ANPRs, that is automatic number plate recognition, which automatically captures the reg number.
This system enables us to do is also to match the passport, that is the bio page, and also the person.
Anyone can apply for their prior certification from the comfort of their home or offices. All we are doing now is to say they should just scan their documents and then upload on our new system.
The local leadership is convinced that the strides made in digitalizing the province are critical for the attainment of Vision 2030.
Let me appreciate the issue of that you are giving them and newly computers. Thank you very much, Minister. You are walking the talk of the president. No area is going to be or is being left behind.
This expo is more than just an event. It is a catalyst for change and an opportunity for us to showcase local talent and innovation.
Officiating at the Digitalized Zimbabwe Expo in Beitbridge this Saturday, the Minister of Information, Communication Technology, Postal and Courier Services, Honorable Tatenda Mabetera, reiterated government's commitment to improve efficiency in service providers through encouraging adoption of digital technology.
The launch event here in Beitbridge will act as a powerful catalyst, sparking digital transformation across all corners of Zimbabwe. It will be a day of celebration, innovation, and a renewed commitment to ensuring that every Zimbabwean can thrive in the digital age.
The Ministry of ICT, Postal and Courier Services is hosting the Digitalized Zimbabwe ICT Roving Expos within urban and rural Zimbabwe. Providence Maranelli, ZBC News, Beitbridge.
Government has commended local firms for investing in new machinery towards boosting availability of products and reducing the import bill.
Mutare-based entity Mega Market, which invested at least $20 million United States dollars in its milling plant, has reviewed the plans to expand In an interview on the sidelines of the tour of the company by the Minister of Industry and Commerce, Honorable Mangaliso Ngovu, the firm's managing director, Mohamed Shiran, outlined its growth trajectory.
We're also looking at expanding into various other flour-related lines like pastas and noodles, cereals. We never stop investing, So it's one thing after another, As we generate any free cash flow, we continue investing and growing and developing. We want to grow the GDP of the country and the GDP of the province as well.
Chairperson of the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Industry and Commerce, Honorable Ngonidza Mdekunya, says growth depends on the new machinery investments to achieve Vision 2030 aspirations.
This company has grown before our eyes. In less than 5 years, it has grown from being a small company to this large industrial complex that we see here, where they are milling about 300 tons a day. That's massive.
The Minister of Industry and Commerce, Honorable Mangaliso Ngovu, says Zimbabwe targets to increase capacity utilization from the current 53% to over 75%.
Since the year 2000, we have only had 3 consecutive years where capacity utilization has been above 50%. And this is under the Second Republic. FDI in Zimbabwe has not done as well as other sources of investments. I think if you look at mostly the companies that have grown, that have brought in huge capacity, the companies that are local, most that are homegrown. When you look at what we are seeing here at Mecca Market, what we saw at Bakers Inn, at Champions, these are companies that are homegrown.
In Manicaland, companies in the timber industry have recapitalized operations with new mines such as Max Mine Investments' Sub-Star Lithium Mine being commissioned. Kenya's Chivushe, ZBC News, Mutare.
Members of the Pan-African Parliament have convened in Midrand, South Africa for the 4th session of the 6th Parliament, which will be officially opened tomorrow.
The stage is set for what is expected to be another captivating session of the Pan-African Parliament. This time is the 4th session of the 6th Parliament, and members of Parliament from across Africa are convening in Midrand, South Africa.
Well, the Pan-African Parliament will be hosting 2 weeks of an ordinary session of its 6th Parliament, headed by Honorable Chief Charumbira, the President of the Pan-African Parliament. We are here in Midrand, South Africa, already beginning to receive members of Parliament from across Africa to come and deliberate on important continental issues that are of concern to the African Union.
With everything now in place for the official opening of the Pan-African Parliament this Monday, what is now left is for the representatives of Africa to engage in robust debate according to the expectations of the people of Africa.
Well, one of the biggest issues on the agenda of this session is the strategic plan of the Pan-African Parliament. We have already this week started discussing those priorities in a workshop of members of Parliament, where high-level priorities for each permanent parliamentary committee have been discussed. Within the context of the session itself, the Parliament will deliberate and adopt this strategic plan.
So there you have it. For the next 2 weeks, it will be debate in the chambers of the Pan-African Parliament. Remember, Zimbabwe is represented by 5 members of Parliament, and these include the PAP President, that's Chief Fortune Charumbira. I'm Ian Zoma reporting for ZBC News in Midrand.
Many thanks to our news editor for giving us that report. Taking us to Montrose Studios in Bulawayo, where Dora is on standby. Good evening, Dora.
Thank you so much, Yvonne and Leanne. A lovely evening to you, and of course a lovely evening to our viewers. I do hope you had a beautiful Sunday. We continue with our next report. Zimbabwe continues to deliver on housing delivery targets, with synergies between government and the private sector affording citizens modern and decent accommodation in line with Vision 2030.
In recent years, Bulawayo has experienced a significant growth in housing delivery. Recipients of title deeds that were delivered this Saturday by property developers at King City, Raider Properties, could not hide their excitement as this development secures their future.
Se mbereki mai ve mwana aita zvinhu zvakanaka kudai, zvinhu zvakanaka chose zvinotifadza. Sevabereki vemwana uyu takuziva kuti mwana wedu at least ane future.
Speaking at the title deeds handover ceremony at King City, Managing Director for the property developer, Mr. Walter Zimunya, said they have developed 10,000 stands in line with the national housing delivery target.
We as private developers can accelerate the achievement of national housing targets and the realization of Vision 2030. Within King City, we have 10,000 residential stands that we are going to develop. And I can commit to you today that all of them will have title deeds.
Government is upbeat about this development, citing how the urbanite King City is the first of its kind.
Lokana kubona kusenzakala laphana is a new town ezalwayo eMguza and ezayehlisa inani labantu abafuna izindlu zokuhlala kakhulu residentially koBulawayo. Kuseduzane le town is about 10 kilometers from town. King City and lama factory enalawa akhona koBulawayo azabe khona khona phana eMguza.
More than 100,000 houses have been built across the country, with projects from both the public and private sector taking shape in a development that leaves no one and no place behind towards the attainment of an upper middle income society. Grace Sibanda, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
Villagers from Chilashongwe community in Beitbridge West are now accessing clean water courtesy of the presidential borehole sinking scheme after their major sources of water dried up.
For years, villagers in Chilashongwe village, about 100 kilometers west of Beitbridge town, have been heavily relying on nearby rivers as their sources of water. The rivers have since dried up, leaving the villagers and their livestock facing the dire effects of the climate change-induced drought.
Vana wanga uchiwana vachinda nezvigubhu zvemvura kuchikoro vachinochera maybe mvura ku maybe half a kilometer kuti wane mvura yekumwa.
Reapa mChilashongwe ukopise sangamanda. The
borehole, which was sunk courtesy of the presidential borehole scheme, has proved to be a game changer through consistent provision of clean water.
Rikuwonga urimorisera wo madhi apa chikoro nechi cha mChilashongwe. Madhi haya akutusa vatu vote apa vatsini nepa akuvatusa. Toona na garden ya vana nge yonoyengedzwa nayo yengedzewa ikuita zvaudhi. Bona ball yoritusa ngamanda but ngari yokwanisa rinise kholomo dzashu voritela phalani lokuzenzi makrepe radara vana ngade yavana vachikoro rikukwanisa ulimela vana vavo rine miroho ravalimela zvote zvine vafana ri vafushe so rikufara ulibuya ngamanda but ngori arichashota madhi arichaita mini kholomo dzashu masiyari dzitwa dzichinwa mbudzi dzikonwa auchana zvila zvopfi rikogidhima richitambura madhi.
Kurima chibage nezvimwe zvipfuwo kubudikidza nemvura yatakapiwa naPresident.
The implementation of the presidential borehole scheme in Beitbridge comes at a time the Zimbabwe National Water Authority has indicated that major water supply sources in the district continue to dry up, resulting in erratic water situation. John Nandara, ZBC News, Beitbridge.
Condolences continue to pour in for the late historian Mr. Patisa Nyati, who has been described as a fountain of wisdom.
A dark cloud has engulfed the country after the loss of historian Patisa Nyati, who passed away yesterday at Mater Dei Hospital after a long illness. Speaking to ZBC News, family spokesperson Reverend Paul Damasani said the loss of Nyati is a great loss to the nation as he was a custodian of continental history and was a key figure in the preservation of Zimbabwe's cultural heritage.
Kubuhlungu kithi njengemuli kithi njengabafowabo kubuhlungu kakhulu kodwa sikhangela njalo sithi lokhu asitshiyele khona asinika wasichathekela khona kuyintuduzo enkulu
Patisanyati was a prolific writer and storyteller who lives behind a legacy that will be hard to match.
Patisanyati ubengasiyo national historian, but ube continental historian, ebonisa abantu abansundu lapha esavela khona singalandeli lokhu kutshiwa yilaba basithathela umhlaba basithathela amalizwe.
Yakhumbula ke wasibhalela ama-biography ama-pioneers of the liberation struggle. Quite a number of them balayo imbali zabo because of parties.
He was born in Kezi, Matabeleland South in July 1951 and had a rewarding career that saw him penning close to 70 books that detailed African life, spiritual beliefs, and cultural norms. Mourners are gathered at number 3956 in Luveve. Burial arrangements are yet to be announced. Grace Sibanda, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
The Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service rehabilitation efforts continue to gain traction, with prisoners in the Midlands province getting a chance to showcase their newly acquired skills and interact with the community.
There was pomp and fanfare at Mkoba Stadium as inmates and officers of the ZPCS took turns to entertain the crowd through various acts and sporting activities. The exercise, which was oversubscribed, is part of the broader thrust by the service to prepare prisoners for successful reintegration into the society.
We are really proud for the support we get from our stakeholders in all our activities we do, in our efforts to ensure that we do rehabilitation of offenders. The Prisons Day for this year was run under the theme Rehabilitation and Collective Responsibility, which means that there is need for the society to join us as LPCS in our endeavor to ensure that those who wrong to the society are rehabilitated before they are reintegrated in the society.
The inmates are cognizant of the values that come with the rehabilitation trust as it provides them with much needed critical life skills.
Kuti nezvanakadzidza ndiri musungwa kugadzira mishini iyo yedovi nemasimbi tichishandisa mascrap zva kutondibatsira neni kuti ndikabuda ndava nebasa rinobata remaoko.
Takwanisa kusanganawo nehama neshamwari uye raita kuti tikwanise kuzikamwawo kuti vanhuwo vari kubata zvibatwa zvavari kubata vari mukati meusungwa.
Apart from rehabilitation of offenders, government commended remarkable contributions which are being undertaken by the ZPCS in covering the socio-economic gap in the country.
I commend the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service for its corporate social responsibility programs through the ZPCS Midlands Province Building Brigade that has seen them taking part in the construction of government schools blocks in Gokwe Nembuzia.
The colorful event also witnessed the ZPCS Midlands Province unveiling the new equipment for its provincial band bought from proceeds of the golf tournament among various fundraising activities. Tafara Chikumira, ZBC News, Gweru.
Women from across Africa convened in Liberia for the 6th Intergenerational Leadership Retreat of the African Women Leaders Network, with focus on empowering the next generation of women leaders across the continent.
Driven by an objective to steer intergenerational leadership and dialogue to bridge the generational gap, develop networking strategies, the forum sought to enhance and advance women's leadership, promote gender equality and empowerment. In a presentation on the panel discussion, Zimbabwe's Minister of Women Affairs, Community, Small and Medium Enterprises Development, Senator Monica Mtangwa, reiterated the importance of empowering young women in building resilient and productive societies.
Our constitution talks to 50-50 equality across the board, private and public sector, and that needs to be done. Women are resilient.
Angola's Minister of State for Social Affairs, Ms. Dalva Ringote Allen, highlighted the significance of intergenerational dialogue with emphasis on transformative leadership that transcends to the younger generation.
Africa can't afford to talk about growth and development without having the other 50% part of the discussion. And we are part of the discussion. We represent 50% of the country population.
The African Women Leaders Network is a joint initiative of the African Union Commission and the United Nations through the Office of the African Union Special Envoy for Women, Peace and Security and the United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women. Memory Chamisa, ZBC News.
And that's it from myself, Dora Ngube, and the Montrose crew. Sunday edition takes a break. Thereafter, we take you back to Leanne and Yvonne for more news. Do stay tuned.
EcoCash gives you more. EcoCash points are our way of saying thank you for being a loyal customer. You earn points every time you use EcoCash to send money, make payments, buy airtime, or cash out. These points accumulate and can be redeemed for voice airtime, data, or SMS. You can start redeeming your points once you reach 100 points, and redemption is in multiples of hundreds. To redeem or check points balance, dial *151*7*7# today. Terms and conditions apply. EcoCash gives you more.
Join us for the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation's annual golf tournament on November 8, 2024 at the Royal Harare Golf Course. This event celebrates partnerships and excellence, offering a day of great golf and valuable networking. Whether you're a seasoned golfer or a novice, this is your chance to showcase your skills and have fun. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars for sponsorship opportunities and bookings. Don't hesitate to get in touch with Claris on 0712-842-138. See you on the greens.
Oh, joy to the world, the Lord is our head. Let us receive the King. Let every heart prepare him room. Rejoice and shout for joy. Rejoice.
Well, a warm welcome back. Many thanks to Dora Ngube there for giving us part of the bulletin from our Montrose studios. Well, you've won an interesting story tonight. Long gone are the days of decrying one body type.
Well, yeah, it's quite an interesting conversation because you find that these days there are a lot of alternatives, body enhancement products and services. So as a woman, you can just wake up and decide, oh, I want to look like Kim Kardashian, and you have that dream body.
Oh, well, let's take a look in our This and That feature tonight.
As the December holidays beckon, more and more women envisage summer bodies they did not work for during winter. As the popular street lingo says, summer bodies are made in winter. Body enhancement products come in handy as they provide a quicker and easier solution to having a curvaceous body without the hassle of going to the gym. Pop culture and social media have made women seek to fit into particular body structure expectations in a bid to look like social media influencers such as Kim Kardashian and Cardi B, with body enhancers ranging from as little as $10 United States to as much as $1,000 United States. The body enhancement industry, which provides a variety of products such as peels, creams, wearable tights, as well as surgery, has seen local women being caught up in a craze of buying these products to enhance their beauty.
Like my hips, ungalala ngeside kuyaphuma one-sided, right? So angazi ukuthi bona pressure yabo laba bayithatha ngapi, but vele there is an after effect.
The global space, like TikTok or your TikToks, Facebook, Instagram, people are posting those products, so people are bound to be peer pressure, with other people are doing it, why not?
Seen it a lot, especially in Bulawayo, like those
ma-creams ekutrukisa nekuisa ma-hips is because they think that they are not beautiful enough or they are not being appreciated as women.
Just ask yourself, am I doing this because I have a self-esteem issues that I need to confront and deal with? Am I doing this because I have fear of missing out? And then you just need to find yourself, find your balance and ask yourself, is this for me or I'm doing it for the outside people?
Local suppliers of body enhancement products say this is the fastest growing industry as they get orders from far and wide. Despite the visible success of these products, pharmacists worry about the long-term effects of these products.
When you hear of products that are just distributed with a therapeutic claim, which sometimes maybe you can see the evidence that it's working, but however, we don't have all the information pertaining to that product. So it's now difficult for any medical expert to guarantee the public that this is something that is safe because nobody has got that information. It's a product that has not gone through a rigorous testing process. But with a body enhancement product which is not registered, which has not been tested, you might experience side effects.
The roots of the growing fascination with body enhancers vary, but the major reasons being cited by women include self-esteem, fear of missing out, FOMO, and moving with the current trends. Whether these products are good for the users, your guess is as good as mine. Grace Sibanda, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
Well, quite interesting.
Interesting indeed. Do you have any icon that you want to look like, maybe?
Absolutely. Given the opportunity, I actually admire Councillor Sandra Ndebele.
Really?
Something to look
I wasn't
forward to.
expecting that. But you know what? Okay. I'll be honest. I'm sure as a woman, you look at yourself sometimes and you think, okay, I wish I looked a certain way. But let's say I go for a tummy tuck or something like that. What if I wake up one day and I'm old and I cannot afford all these things? What's going to happen?
Side effects, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, food for thought then it is.
I don't know, to each their own, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of business, where government has commended women for venturing into previously male-dominated businesses, citing collaboration and innovation as critical in expanding institutions led by women.
And now Kenya's Chibuje filed that report.
The Zimbabwe National Chamber of Commerce Manicaland Region's Influential Businesswomen Awards held this Saturday in Mutare saw government imploring women to tap into the vast opportunities in the province as they work on growing their businesses. The Minister of Women Affairs, Community and Small to Medium Enterprises Development, Senator Monica Mchangwa, who stressed the need for women to celebrate each other, underscored the importance of supporting women businesses while acknowledging their impact on the national economy.
I am also pleased to report that many women-led enterprises have successfully penetrated regional markets, demonstrating their resilience and innovation in an increasing competitive landscape. This achievement not only highlights the capabilities of women entrepreneurs, but also contributes to the overall economic growth.
Manicaland ZNCC President Dr. Tendai Chitowa and Manicaland Minister for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Advocate Misheke Mugadza, also emphasized on the importance of innovation and diversification for women to grow their businesses.
We want women to stand alone as enterprising business champions.
As we honor your achievements, we are reminded that success is not a solo endeavor. It is the result of collaboration, teamwork, and support. We still have an urgent need for 33 primary schools and 25 secondary schools.
The winners view the honor as motivation to do more in developing their operations.
Coming from the village to win these awards, to me it's a great achievement.
It's been 14 years since I've been in business, and I'm happy that they've recognized me.
As government officials, we are also doing business and we've been recognized and we are grateful for that.
Mu industry yandiri hospitality mune opportunities akawanda. I would like to urge my ladies mamwe ariko kuti unokwanisa kuchinja nzvimbo.
Whatever I've done in my life, in my 44 years in business, any woman can even do better.
Mrs. Susan Peters received a special recognition as the most influential businesswoman. The women were honored in 16 categories that include agriculture, mining, manufacturing, construction, tourism, and the arts sector. Kenya's Chifuje, ZBC News, Mutare.
That's a wrap in Sunbiz. Well, we are streaming live on our Facebook page. Do tell us, will Manchester climb the EPL log? We have to break. Join us for Sports Buzz coming up after this.
When I started out, life was tough. I learned I was not alone. The other women supported me. I started my own small business, and slowly, very slowly, life got better. Today, my business is thriving, and I'm able to provide for my family. And I'm grateful for the friends who are there for me. After all, we all need a friend. Zimgold, your trusted friend.
EcoCash gives you more. EcoCash points are our way of saying thank you for being a loyal customer. You earn points every time you use EcoCash to send money, make payments, buy airtime, or cash out. These points accumulate and can be redeemed for voice airtime, data, or SMS. You can start redeeming your points once you reach 100 points, and redemption is in multiples of hundreds. To redeem or check points balance, dial *151 *7 hash today. Terms and conditions apply. EcoCash gives you more.
Oh, joy to the world, the Lord is our head. Let us receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Rejoice and shout for joy. Rejoice.
You're still watching Sunday Edition. Thank you for staying with us. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Where the Zimbabwe national rugby team, the Sables, arrived in Dubai this Sunday ahead of their first test match against the United Arab Emirates on Tuesday.
The Zimbabwe national rugby side, the Sables, are now in Dubai practicing for the first time as a complete squad, with all foreign-based players coming through to the UAE ahead of their first match of their end-of-year tour of the Middle East and Asia. Right now they're practicing at the Sevens rugby field, where they will play against the host nation, the UAE, on Tuesday. Zimbabwe having won every single game this year, unbeaten. And stalwart Ian Pryor says he would like to keep things that way.
Excited to be back in the Sables camp. Good to see all the boys again. We're looking forward to this upcoming tour and keeping our momentum from the Africa Cup and our success and our performances on the field to keep improving and to keep building up for the big tournament next year for Africa Cup. So looking forward to a great couple of weeks here. Looking forward to hopefully getting a couple of wins and playing some good rugby and enjoying each other's company. But yeah, good to be back.
The Sables will face the UAE on this ground on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Zimbabwean time. As soon as that test is done, they jet off to South Korea, where they'll meet the host South Korea for a one-off test match to cap off the year. ZBC News, I'm Jeffrey Murimbechi in Dubai.
Now, Dynamos have shattered FC Platinum's Premier League title hopes after beating the Shishavane-based outfit by 2-0 at Rufaro Stadium today to give crown favourites Simba Bora a perfect advantage.
FC Platinum made a trip to forget after choking to Dynamos at Rufaro Stadium this Sunday, leaving Simba Bora needing a single point to win the Premier Soccer League title. On fire, Valentine Kadonjo scored 2 minutes after Emmanuel Zuocha to seal the victory for Dimbare in the first half, denting FC Platinum's title aspirations. The Norman Mapesa coached outfit failed to pick up the tempo in the second half, losing precious points to give Simba Bora the edge, as they only need a point to clinch the 2024 crown. At Barberfield's Line North Chukua scored a hat-trick as Highlanders thumped Greenfield by 4-0. This takes Chukua to 15 goals so far this season with 3 matches to go, making him the favourite to win the Golden Boot. Meanwhile, the fight for survival is also gaining momentum with Hwange and Chegutu Pirates clinching crucial victories in a bid to avoid similar fate with relegated Arenal Movers. Hwange secured a crucial 2-1 victory over Manica Diamonds, while Chegutu Pirates edged Chicken Inn by the same scoreline. Reynald Ngwarati, ZBC News.
That report from Reynald taking us to a break. We will be back shortly. To stay with us.
ZBC Current Affairs, thriving for excellence and perfection in setting the agenda, shaping the Zimbabwean story and sustaining the narrative through detailed analysis and discussions, bringing to you polished live coverage of national.
Welcome back, and in showbiz, it was a fun-filled weekend with a number of events lined up in and around the capital.
It was an entertainment galore at the Mbare Netball Complex Saturday night as Zimdenso lovers were treated to great performances at the musician Kina's album launch. The Mbare Cup Clash, which was part of the launch, lived up to its billing, with youngsters proving their mettle. The host, Kina, also known as Mr. Mbare, proved himself as he unveiled his new offering. Other Zimdenso artists at the same event made sure it was a night to remember, showcasing their skills. Elsewhere, Sungura maestro Alec Macheso did not disappoint with an impressive display in Gwanda on Friday night and Hwange on Saturday. Still in entertainment, all eyes are in Mexico, where Zimbabwean beauty Sakile Dube is representing the country at the Miss Universe pageant. The 27-year-old joined other beauty queens from around the globe for the pageant set for the 16th of this month. Patience Nyagato, ZBC News, Harare.
Well, all the best there to Sakile. Holy 10 and Mr. Candy's collaborative effort Kilimanjaro ruled the roost this week on the Power FM Top 40 chart.
Kilimanjaro is the new hit which ruled the roost this week, relegating Shoemasters Makanaka to third. A collaborative effort, We Are Happy, by Hurricane, Makazi, Dr. Tawanda and Nelsie B is gaining popularity on the show after moving from 35 to 25 this week. New songs, Freeman, Master 8 and Nanti O's collaborative effort Chawiriri, Wakatujiwa Ipapo by Nisha TS, and Shoemaster Skudiwa Chaizo joined the chart. Saint Flo and Questa had a drastic fall from 12 to 36 with their song Begira German, making it this week's biggest dropper.
Well, that's it from the world of the arts. Let's take a look at the way of the weather from the Met Services Department.
weather welcome, and let's take a look at the weather details. And presence of moisture over the northern parts of the country resulted in thundery showers in Mashonaland East as well as Harare Metropolitan. Marondera recorded the highest amount of 2 millimeters of rain. And today mostly sunny and hot conditions prevailed throughout the day, and we are anticipating windy conditions on Tuesday onwards as moisture is coming from the south, with windy conditions coupled with cloud band from the west on Tuesday onwards. But at the moment we have clear conditions over Zimbabwe with some periods of clouds here and there, and we might have significant falls from Wednesday onwards over the central parts of the country. Now for our lows tonight, we are expecting mild conditions throughout the night under clear skies, except for the northwestern parts of the country, which should be partly cloudy. Now as we get into Monday, we are expecting sunny conditions over much parts of Zimbabwe with some partly cloud conditions over the western parts of the country. Now for Bulawayo, we're expecting sunny conditions on Monday, hot in the afternoon and mild in the morning. Chinhoyi, very hot for the greater part of the week. Temperatures dropping on Wednesday onwards. Gwanda, windy as we get into Wednesday, as we're expecting cooling winds from the south. Mild mornings. Gweru should be sunny on Monday, getting partly cloudy from Tuesday onwards. Harare, mostly sunny on Monday and cloudy overnight or from Tuesday onwards. Warm afternoons. Kadoma should be sunny on Monday, very hot, temperatures dropping on Wednesday onwards. Kariba, partly cloudy from Monday onwards with hot conditions for the greater part of the week. Lupane should be partly cloudy, as Wokwegwe should be sunny with hot conditions and temperatures are dropping on Wednesday as well. Mashingo, sunny on Monday, very hot from Monday, Tuesday, temperatures dropping from Wednesday onwards. Matopos, windy conditions should affect the district from Tuesday onwards. Nyanga, sunny and cloudy as we get on Tuesday onwards. Very warm during the afternoons. Victoria Falls, very hot and temperatures dropping from Thursday onwards. Mild mornings. That's all on weather news today. Thank you for tuning in. Christine Swanda signing out.
Well, that's a wrap on the Sunday edition from us all here at Pocketsville as well as Montrose Studio. Yvonne?
Oh yeah, thank you for having joined us. We leave you watching our video of the week, which is Sewakile by the Vine Group featuring Everton Mlalazi.
Good night.
Good night.
A decorated freedom fighter, pioneer of the Second Chimrenga, a prisoner of war, and repository of Zimbabwe's liberation history, Comrade Jason William Chezhira Chakaipa Chirinda is no more. Comrade Chirinda breathed his last on the 27th of October 2024 at CDM Diabetic Center in Harare after battling with diabetes for a long time. Comrade Chirinda was born on the 1st of September 1942 in Gora Madziva, Mashonaland Central Province, where he lived with his family during his early years.